Welcome again to Bible for Self-Starters. We're in Book 1, The Era of the Law, and Chapter 1, looking at the characters Adam and Eve. Now, there are two creation accounts in the Bible, and they've been argued about and debated and studied a lot over the last millennia. But what they are, basically and foundationally, are the beginning of human history, where we find out all the things that human beings need are in those creation accounts. We live by days and nights, we live by weeks, we live by months, we live by years, we live on dry land, and all the animals are in their places. And so all the elements of human history that are in the current science stories, and I say science stories because science gathers data, but also it brings the data into a story. It tries to bring it into coherence, a coherent story as it gathers more data. And so we find all these elements in the Bible story as well. You have this land, the land it's called. It's talking about Israel, and Israel is the land bridge between Europe and Asia and Africa. And so we know that all human traffic came through that place. It's a bottleneck. We know about different tribes mentioned in the Bible, and so different human tribes, about different human technologies, about human migration. We read about these things in all early chapters of Genesis. We know that human beings, we know from chapter 1 of Genesis that human beings are amazing. We're the only creatures that have the capacity to ask the question, why? Why are we here? What has happened to us that, what is our fate? We think about the future. We think about things that you can't see. We can imagine all sorts of things that don't really have a physical form, like laws, like countries, like money, finances, and those sorts of things. So we're made in the image of God in an amazing way, but we are also quite capable of great foolishness. And we are also gendered beings, and all the ramifications that has. And the Bible speaks very plainly and very knowledgeably, if I can say it that way. It knows us. It is a very, very compelling story to this day, and that's why people read it. Whether they believe it or not, it's very good. And so I welcome you to this adventure with the first human beings, Adam and Eve.